under the great baobab tree, where stars listen and embers dance. There began a tale as old as the wind, whispered from ancestor to child. Gather round, young ones, and listen closely to the tale of Nnenna and the whispering river of Nneoma. In a village nestled between two great rivers, there lived a young girl named Nnenna. She possessed a special gift, the ability to hear the whispers of the ancestors through the mystical river, Mbede. One day, a severe drought struck the land, and the villagers' crops began to wither. Nnenna sat by the river, listening for the ancestors' guidance. The whisper grew urgent, speaking of a hidden source that would revive the land, but warning of a terrible price. Nnenna's heart pounded as she understood the whispers. She saw visions of a dark forest, twisted trees, and an eerie glow. With a deep breath, she set out toward the forest, following the whispers. As they journeyed deeper, the villagers noticed that Nnenna's eyes glowed like a mystical light. Her footsteps were silent, as if she floated above the ground. The whispers of Mbede grew louder, urging her forward. As they approached the edge of the enchanted forest, the air shifted, heavy with unseen energy. The villagers who had walked with Nnenna stopped in their tracks. One elder placed a hand on her shoulder. "We have come as far as we can, Nnenna. Now you must walk this path alone." The other villagers bowed their heads, murmuring prayers. With the weight of their hope behind her and the voice of the river ahead, Nnenna stepped forward into the dark forest all by herself. A thick fog wrapped around Nnenna's ankles as the forest deepened. The trees grew taller, their roots twisted like ancient fingers. Then the ground trembled. From between the trees emerged Ekenga, a massive being made of bark and vines, with glowing eyes sunken into a wooden face. Birds scattered from his horned crown.
"You tread where few dare. Why do you seek the river's breath?"
Ekenga spoke with a deep voice. "For my people, the drought has made our children cry with a dry mouth." Nnenna replied.
"The forest does not give freely. Will you offer what cannot be replaced?"
Ekenga warned. Nnenna looked down and then up again. "If the land lives, I will give." Ekenga stepped aside without another word. As she passed, roots lifted gently to let her through. The path darkened, and silence pressed in. A cold wind spun around her, and then a voice whispered from every direction. It was Nnenna's voice.
Nnenna, Nnenna, will they remember your name?
A figure emerged from the mist. Onyiri, draped in shadows, her face shifting like smoke, with 1,000 voices speaking at once.
Would they sacrifice for you as you do for them? Turn back, child. Let the village wither.
Nnenna Nnenna, shivering but defiant, said, "Even if others forget, I will remember. My actions are important."
Then walk, girl of the river. But not all who walk return home.
Onyiri said as she disappeared into the mists. As the last shadow faded, Nnenna stumbled upon a pool glowing with silver light. From the depths rose a luminous figure, Nneoma, radiant and still, her eyes ancient as the stars.
You have faced fear and doubt, yet still you stand.
Nneoma spoke, her voice echoing. "I came for life, not just for my village, but for all things." The goddess tinted her head, watching.
Then go on. Beyond the grove lies the tree that remembers. But know this, what you offer today shapes all your tomorrows.
With a spiral of water and light, she disappeared. The path ahead lit up briefly, then went dark again. Suddenly, Nnenna stopped before a massive tree. Its trunk twisted and distorted with age. The whispers ceased, and an oppressive silence fell over the forest. Nnenna's gaze locked onto the tree, her eyes burning with an inner fire. An ancient being emerged from the pool, its skin like polished stone, its eyes glowing with a primal power.
Why have you disturbed the balance?
It thundered. Nnenna stood tall, her voice steady. "We seek life for our lands." The ancient being regarded Nnenna before responding.
The balance must be restored. A price must be paid for the water's power.
Nnenna's gaze never wavered. "I'll stay," she said, her voice firm. Years passed, and the villagers forgot the price they paid. But Nnenna remained in the forest, bound to the pool's power. She maintained the balance of nature, ensuring the land's prosperity. One day, a severe storm swept through the land, threatening to destroy the village. Nnenna reached out to the pool's power, calming the storm and protecting the village. The villagers began to notice strange occurrences: crops withering, livestock dying. They remembered the price they paid and sought Nnenna's guidance. She taught them to respect the land and its rhythms. And so, the villagers learned to live in harmony with nature. Nnenna's sacrifice was not in vain, and the balance between humanity and nature was restored. Nnenna became a legend, a mythical figure celebrated by the villagers. They whispered stories of the guardian of the forest, the one who maintained the balance of nature. Beneath the same stars, where her journey began, the whispers still rise with the mist of the river. They speak her name, Nnenna, guardian of balance, keeper of the forest breath. Gather round, young ones, and remember the tale of Nnenna. May her story guide you to respect the land and its secrets.